Is this? Do people still use Kappa? I don't watch a lot of Twitch anymore, to be honest. I kind of want this Jabalian drum because it's going to make me speedy. But in order to afford it, I have to sell a bunch of stuff. I shouldn't have unlocked that slot. That was a mistake. I could sell the boots and the weights. I feel like I need these weights in order to scale well. It's a really strong, rare item that I think is going to do a lot for me. Well, nah, screw it. We'll reroll. Yeah, I'll take one more small item. I'm going to go ahead and queue up this fight, and then I'm going to run to the bathroom, guys. I'll be right back. Did we win? Alright. Yeah, so one of the hardest things about showing a game is basically people don't see what... Like, you can't know what's gonna be in there that's not in there right now. So it's easy to look at like gray circles that say default placeholder and be like, oh, that'll be different by launch. But it's actually gonna look much better by launch in a lot of different ways that aren't obvious, you know. Like right now we're testing like a compression solution. It's saved on file size, but it made the card art blurry. It's actually much higher resolution than this, so I'm really excited to make some more progress on that. And there's a bunch of visual effects that are missing. These encounters, when I pick one, like instead of just floating to the portrait, there's going to be this whole like visual effect that sweeps them up and moves them across the screen. So there's a lot of ways the game is going to get better by the time it launches. So just wanted to mention it. I'm at the beginning of day 4. Which means I'm back at my house and I have to basically pick what I want. I'm just going to keep picking this gold option. It's pretty safe. Yeah, this is a Tempo production. Yep. It's Tempo Game Studio made this. So we can keep fighting stuff to farm up. We can go to the cake shop. I can show you guys what that is. And again, this is just like an early iteration of this. We'll probably find like a more fun way to do the cake shop, but I can buy more max health here. Since we joined the cult, they're going to keep coming back, and every time the cult comes back, they actually takes more and more of my max health. So instead of investing a lot of resources into max health, I think I'll just take the free option here. Save my money to build up my board a little more. We could try fighting Void Golem. I don't think I could take him right now, but maybe we could try. Depends on if we get lucky. Void Golem's a little different than before, so he's like immune to a bunch of status effects, which makes him pretty hard to beat for a lot of builds. He has way more health than me. He's got these items which do channel damage, but the big challenge is this item, Singularity. It just starts eating my items, just for the fight. They don't like permanently destroy, but sometimes it hits like your one damage dealing thing, and then you're just like fucked, you know. So it's definitely a higher risk encounter. But my build is kind of like item agnostic, you know. It's a lot of redundancy, so normally I'm not supposed to be able to beat a 7 gold monster on day 4, but in this case, like, felt like I could handle it. So, oh shit, I don't know if the shield got off before it broke. Either way, I think we race him. So you can see once the fight lasts too long, the sandstorm comes in, starts damaging both players at the same speed. It's kind of like a fatigue mechanic. Make sure the fight doesn't run too long. We get a ton of money, which is great. And yeah, now once again I gotta choose. This is placeholder art, obviously. We can go buy more items. We can go to Blood Refreighter. We go to Deborah, which is kind of a special event. So she can kind of reroll into all merchants or all events, or heal right now. I'm kind of interested in seeing what events there are, so. Okay. You guys are finally like seeing kind of the variety. There's like a lot of different encounters in the game, and there's a lot of different ways it can play out. I can go to a street festival. I can go to the eating contest, buy a bunch of chocolate bars. There's all sorts of things we can do. Enclave Weeper is a special event. Lickett's a special event. I think I'm actually going to go to the eating contest, as much as I'm sure you guys want to see new stuff. I think we have shown you this before. But mostly I want to do this because I want to buy a bunch of chocolate bars, because we have this Trinket Master ability. So our small items sell for more. What I'm trying to do is figure out how many of these we actually want to keep, because I want to fill my board with these chocolate bars. So the more things I sell, the more chocolate bars I'm going to get. But I don't really want to sell these things because these items are, I think, pretty good in my build. Like, this is one of like the lowest cooldown weapons, so it's pretty good with strength. And marbles is, I have this ability that makes strength affect my shielding items, so marbles is pretty good. And then I'm going to have a bunch of small items, so slingshot's pretty good, you know. So that's kind of why I'm hesitant to sell these. So I guess I'll buy 7 chocolate bars. And since we have Trinket Master, they sell for 1 more, which is pretty cool. I'm going to go to the gym. This is just like a way to buy strength right now. Sell a few of these so we can afford it and then get much stronger. It's another Void Golem. We might be able to beat him. I guess I'll let these chocolate bars stick around because maybe the Singularity destroys them. But I mean, honestly, we don't really have that much damage anymore. You know, it's just a couple weapons, and I don't know, I'm a little worried about being able to beat him because I sold all my stuff. Maybe I'll just go buy an item instead. Raina, great to see you. I wanted to give... Thank you guys for the pasta. Yeah. Just a bunch of ways we can go with this. Try to buy Hogwash and go into more of a healing plan. I think I'm just going to go ahead and pick up Pocket Change. And since we're pretty broke, I feel like we should go fight some stuff. I'll talk to Deborah, find some events. Oh man, another eating contest. It's really hard to give up eating contest when I have Trinket Master, because all the chocolate bars sell for 1, so it's kind of a free roll to, you know, buy these. 3 shield. Oh, that's model ship is really good in my build because I have this skill. So my strength is going to buff this, which means every time I use an item, I'm going to get 13 shield, which is pretty nutty. So that feels pretty good. I guess I'm going to sell all these chocolate bars and probably the slingshot because my little items are going away. Sell a couple more of these. So yeah, we don't have that many items, you know, but our board is fully unlocked. We have a couple extra lives, so it's not the end of the world if I die. And I'm going to try to fight a lower level opponent with less health. Mostly because I don't think my shielding is going to do a lot against a Jules player, because Jules feeds you, and it's a different type of damage. It kind of ignores shielding.